game with the great Michael Buck. And they're going to discuss this lawsuit that John is going to be bringing down the pike.
2 years ago. Listen to this. Has anything changed?
Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John's Beer on the Balcony edition. For all my Patreon and YouTube members, I just sent out the link to everybody. This is behind the paywall. You use it, I sue you. Copyright the Stuttering John podcast. All rights are reserved. I'm seeing my attorney along with my next.
You can say all right, reserved, and everything else doesn't mean anything, stupid.
Guest. He will be seeing him too at the Yankee game, where I will have a very long conversation about issuing the proper lawsuits for those who are.
Look at those cheeks. It always blows my mind when your top of your head is thinner than the bottom. You definitely look misshapen.
Using content that is behind a paywall. I ain't taking shit from these assholes any longer. If they're gonna break the rules on my
2 years ago, never did a thing.
copyright, then I'm gonna fucking take action, and that's just how it goes.
No, I didn't go.
I already sued freaking Sirius XM. I'll sue you too.
Last
This is
century.
behind a paywall. People pay for this content. Don't use it. Okay? You know who I'm talking about, dickhead.
Seriously, last century, all you did was hurt your future by having them scrub everything with you in it. Could have made good on that. But everything you do backfires and hurts you. And you didn't do anything 2 years ago. Just talk.
Who could it be?
Yeah, I'd love to take that. Well, I wouldn't really. That $300,000 house that you have.
He's looking up the value of my.
Well, he's already won. He's taken your house. Didn't even go to court. Wow. Didn't even file any papers ever. And he's got it. What a fantasy.
Home now? Ooh, that's a little weird, right?
I love it.
He thinks that he can sue me for my house?
I guess so.
He goes, I already sued SiriusXM. John,
And lost.
that was thrown out with prejudice. The judge, Karate.
The serious was, as Anthony says, last century. Wasn't this century? And you lost. And Sharon Stone, you didn't win. They settled. And you were an asshole. You took the first offer they gave you, was a third of what they would have paid. Insurance paid it.
Great guy. Dismissed it with prejudice and said, you do not have a suit here. And then, for some reason, in the appeals process, the great Michael Buck got to stand in front of a panel of judges who all went, what are you talking about? There's no evidence of any of this. He's like, yeah, we're going to get the discovery so we get the evidence. You lost that lawsuit. You're going to lose this lawsuit. This is a slam dunk for me. You do not understand how copyright law works at all. Everything that I'm doing right now is transformative content. I'm commenting on what you said about me. And let's not forget, the Stuttering John once said he used Howard Stern clips from SiriusXM, which is behind a paywall. And he said it's legal because they're talking about me.
Yeah.
It's okay. They're talking about me, Royce. Hey, Croce, he's talking about me.
Makes it legal.
I'm okay to play this because he's talking about me. I wonder if Popok was like, well, you weren't talking about him, were you?
Yeah.
I just love that this retard's counting his chickens. He's like, oh, $300,000 house up in Rochester. Huh? All right. Yeah.
There is a clause if you dabbled in realty that you can just take someone's house.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yes.
And I know I've pointed this out before, but I need to say it. He has two different copyright scrolls that are going along the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
The name of his show is not capitalized properly
Right.
in either one. And the one that has the copyright symbol on it doesn't have a year. A copyright symbol with no date doesn't mean anything.
Right.
The shit that you're putting on the screen doesn't mean anything.
None of it means anything.
Even if you thought it meant something, it doesn't mean anything.
Yes. John, the last thing I would ever do is take your...
He's still stuck in the 6th grade. This guy is unbelievable. Somebody should give him some help. His mother should know better. She does, but she won't admit it.
content and just put it out through my channels.
Oh God.
That would be a horrible mistake on my end. People would be like, what happened? I used to enjoy this show. Now it sucks. That's not what we're doing here.
Yeah.
I can assure you of that. Let's talk more lawsuit talk now with Grillo on the show.
Oh boy.
And John's decided to start threatening me again on the same show.
I've lived the charm life. It doesn't bother me. Like the reason why I have this freaking copyright thing, that's from my lawyer. Only, like, I don't care about shows goofing on me. Do it.
Charm Life, 30 years ago, you took the charm and burnt it. Crazy, man.
Do it. Keep my name out there. Keep me relevant. Do it.
Those that don't know, Grillo worked at Howard Stern with John.
But all you want. Goof on me all you want. I don't care. The thing I care about is when they play my content that's behind a paywall. You know what I mean?
Well,
And-
well, it's called. There's the law, and if you break it, then you got to own up to it.
Some legal advice from Stuttering John. I do love the idea, though, that Michael Polpak probably doesn't want to talk about work and business at the Yankees game.
I was
You know,
thinking that too.
he brought his girlfriend. Like I saw the photos from it. It's like Michael Polpak, Michael's girlfriend, and then John's sitting there going, "All right, we got to sue this prick in Rochester." He's like, "All right, can we just take?" So we know that John has plenty of money. He's very well off, living a charmed life. And you know that because he's constantly talking about when he buys his friends food, which is something that all of my well-to-do friends do.
Yeah, they can't shut up about it.
Yeah, like I used to work at this place called E-Bombs World. Now, the guy who started that website, multimillionaire. And what he would do is we would sit down and he'd just like go through the list of people that he had bought meals for
Yeah.
over the past year or two. And he would explain to me, like, Karl, we went to this restaurant with this person.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how John does it.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have, like, these friends in Florida, because when I get gigs, I just stay with them. I get to hang out with them.
John, you have no friends. You don't have any gigs. You never have. You haven't had a gig in 30 years. And you're blessed. Charm Life ended 30 years ago.
And, take him out for beers. Contrary to popular belief,
So it's amazing. Daily threats of lawsuits, FBI, cops, NYPD, LAPD. 2 years ago, daily threats, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this charm life he had, yeah, he did. He got a movie, he got a record deal, he got on different TV shows, Howard Stern, Jay Leno, and look what he did with it. Amazing things. Just shows when you're a genius what you can do.
Yes.
Looks like you gave me for my Yankee ticket.
Yeah, I did, because you're making money now. But guess what?
I'm making money. I'm on your show, and you're making money.
Hey, how many times did I buy you lunch?
Oh, yeah. I got a bagel with chicken. That wasn't fucking lunch.
Lower flight prices shouldn't be a secret.
Your phone's been feeling sluggish lately, hasn't it? Yes, it's been so slow and the battery lasts way less.
Let's start back, which is good to see.
Yeah.
But it's funny, he didn't buy Grillo a Yankees ticket, and the reason why is because Grillo has a job and makes money.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that being part of the equation when you're a generous person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm never just like, well, hold on, let me see your bank account. Let me see if I want to buy you dinner.
And remember, John had Grillo and another guy as a tenant in an apartment that he illegally subletted and illegally rented out, and he got busted for it. Then he told Grillo and the other guy, you got to get out. And they're like, why do we have to get out? He says, because they're hassling me. I'm on a lease. Well, then you shouldn't have illegally subletted. Anyway, typical scumbag.
I was gonna get you your Christmas present, but you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you seem to be doing
fuck it.
fine.
Yeah.
That's just not a consideration. Let me see your pay stub, Crouch, before I give you anything. All right, let's talk about more of the spicy who bought who dinner talk.
I also took you out to dinner too, you know.
You know, I took you out to dinner too.
No, you didn't. No,
Yeah,
you didn't.
Yo, wait, I did too. And you thought it was Bright Shot that was paying the bill. You ordered 17 beers in a half an hour. And then I ate dinner, and then you took your dinner to go home. You didn't even eat with me.
Oh, I
Story
didn't
checks
eat.
out.
No. You said, I'll take my chicken wings to go. I'll eat when I...
You can sit in the bathroom and eat. What's amazing, here it is, 2 years later, same thing with Vince the lawyer. Oh, you have money. Why do I have to pay you what I owe you? You have money. You don't need it. John, that's not how life works. Sixth grader.
home. I was like, I thought we were eating together.
Oh, was this at the pub?
Yeah, a big
Well,
place.
that's inexpensive. That's
No,
not.
it wasn't an expense. It was out of my pocket. I didn't have an expense account.
Did I not take your bright light people to the Tonight Show?
Yes, you did. And I paid for your dinner that night.
Did I not do a presentation in front of our lighting?
John, and I took you to dinner for.
See, John's one of these guys who moves the goalpost no matter what the conversation is.
Yeah.
He's like, "You've never taken me out to dinner." No, I did. I bought you this.
After everything I did for you.
He knows exactly what it was. Yeah, but I did the other thing for you, though, too. Okay. That's not the conversation we're having.
He remembers every favor
Yes.
he ever did for you. Well, did I do this? And God, when he gets into that camera,
I know.
He also remembers every favor he offered and didn't do. And once he offered it, in his mind, he did it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I paused it right there.
yeah,
If he ever came after me, I'd be like, dude, you win. Just get the fuck away from me.
His stink lights form fists.
Yeah, don't
They
be-
start punching you in the nose.
No, not the fingernails. Not the fingernails.
you need a breath mint for your ass.
That is.
He reminds me of Pigpen. That big cloud of dust of dirt around him. The same guy, sweat and smell and dirt. It's crazy.
From the bonus show. That was something else. All right, so I'm liking Grillo more and more on these
Yeah.
episodes. Grillo, you're welcome to come on WATP, my friend.
That'd be great.
We'd love to have you on here and talking about this. Because one of the topics that John and Grillo get into whenever they have conversations is Jackie's health.
Oh no, no!
I know.
This is not you who's ratting him out. It's me. But Ian, his buddy, told me about Jackie's passing out when I was doing Jackie's documentary. Yeah, I was doing Jackie a favor. Yeah, and doing his fucking movie. And I'm doing a favor to Jackie. And then Ian tells me that Jackie passed out. I emailed Jackie right after that.
He's too sensitive now. Like,
He just doesn't like you.
yeah,
I don't like you either.
no one does.
That's a Star Wars reference, John. I know you'll get that one. All right. So then I give, again, credit to Grillo. He throws it a little.
And John, you didn't do Jackie's documentary. He asked you to do him a favor and do it. And you wanted to get paid some ridiculous amount. So you didn't do it. He X'd you out. So you're lying again.
Jab at John because, as you know, John's a big fan of the Democratic Party and anyone who's a member of it.
Before I went to do my, because I do the political show, which is why I was a little late today, because but I was trying to end it, but it was hard.
You were trying to convince people that Biden's cognizant?
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's such an idiot, I mean, do you want me to play you Trump and all the dumb shit he says? Like,
Yeah, we could do that for days.
yeah, hitting Jackie in the head, boom, boom.
That was booze. This is a medical issue that he's not been drinking, so it's medical and it's not cool. So it's a different.
You can see how much he's deteriorated in 2 years. Just his voice alone is one indicator. And look at his face. This guy's deathly ill.
situation.
Yeah, it's a different situation, John. Goofing on someone for passing out drunk is very different than saying someone like, I wouldn't hire him to work in my comedy club. This guy is having heart attacks and strokes. He's His health is not good. So in case you're thinking about hiring Jackie the Joke Man, fucking John, he's such a moron.
What an asshole.
Even Grillo is the smartest person on this show.
Yeah, he's the voice.
Yeah, no, you're Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, Tom's.
Huck Finn is actually a pretty good reference because Huck Finn only had, a few articles of clothing,
Yeah.
didn't bathe ever, was pretty hard to be around.
Use the N-word a lot. Yeah.
What do we know about Huck Finn?
Booked appointments at Yankee Stadium.
It's great. All right, this is the last clip that I have from here. If I'm being super honest, I don't even care about trolls. They don't even bother me in any single way if I'm being super honest. If I'm even being...
Huck Finn is a great analogy. He'd do things wrong so other people show him how to do it right and then end up doing the whole thing. That's what John did, except not consciously, just because he's stupid and he has no skill of any kind.
even more honest, I don't even think about trolls. I've never even thought about a troll. And if I'm being even more honest, I've never even said the word troll. That's how honest I'm going to be with you today, Grilla.
But if I'm being regular honest,
could you imagine him?
piss me off.
You know that John got his realty license or realtor license or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine him showing someone a house? If I'm being honest, this kitchen could also be a bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, you said you needed 3 bedrooms. This could be a bedroom right here. This living room could be a bedroom. Look, 4 bedrooms. There you go, if I'm being honest.
He lays down on the floor. See?
That's so stupid. I brought my bed to show you. Sir, please remove that. Please get that out of my house. So this is
You know, people think it's hard to get to places like
that's what happens when you're on the Howard Stern show on air. Jokes are told.
Humor always comes from a negative place. Howie, he told me and my wife, who was pregnant, that I should abort the kid because I'm not fit to be a father. Yeah, but it's a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
He wasn't that wrong.
I almost cried that night. I know, but I died that day. I know, but the truth of the matter is, it's a joke. No, I know, I know. And you know, humor, I always tell somebody, because it's kind of...
That's a joke, and John, you're a joke. Listen to his voice back then.
funny because it's so horrible and you're saying it to somebody's face. That's what people love about Howard Stern. Well, that's...
Right.
Oh, wait a second. Did John just say he knows that that's a joke?
Huh.
I just heard John say, I know that when Howard told me to abort my kid, it was a joke.
Huh.
Huh. That doesn't make any sense because for the 4 or 5 years that have passed since this recording, he's brought it up 300,000 dozen times.
God. And it is shocking how much younger he sounds. He sounds decades younger.
Yeah. This past couple of years have really taken a toll.
Oh, he's not long for this world.
Oh, God. And it's so funny, too, because I get into these conversations with people all the time about we really want John to live on for as long as possible. No one's rooting for John more than I am.
Oh, dude, I have made impassioned pleas on this air multiple times for him to please give up the bottle and get to a brighter future and a better life.
Right.
And don't even do it for yourself. Do it for your children. I begged you. I fucking begged you.
Do it for
over and over again.
WATP.
He doesn't care about his children. He abandoned them. He doesn't care about anything but booze. Typical alcoholic. Howard called him an alcoholic 35 years ago, so think about it. How much worse is he today?
Yeah.
Well, he showed you.
Yeah, exactly. Spite me.
Come on, John. I'm trying to break into show business over here. Help me out.
Seriously.
Is he in the business? No. He wants to be. All right, here's another clip from the Wayback Machine. And John asks if Howie ever mentioned John when they had that stutterer on America's Got Talent. Now, this is interesting because John was throwing a fit over this. Howard Stern was a judge on AGT. They had a stuttering comedian, and John was taken aback that it wasn't like, oh my gosh, you're just like a guy I know who used to work for me. Sorry, John Miletus, who's never brought up. But obviously, John knows that behind the scenes, this was a big conversation.
Of course.
Let me ask you, now this is my egocentric thing, but when you were on America's Got Talent and that stutterer was on, and when you guys went to commercial,
Did Howard bring it up? Like anything about like, oh, you know, I used to work with a stutterer all the time. Was it ever mentioned? I'm just curious.
Want me to be honest? No.
Of course not.
God,
Of
what a
course
question.
not. What a question.
John, you've been wiped from Howard Stern's memory, Sirius's memory, everyone. Nobody knows you anymore. That was 35 years ago. Ask any kid today, they don't even know who Howard Stern is.
You didn't invent stuttering.
And when Stuttering John isn't around, the other character should be like, where's Stuttering John?
Yeah.
What's
Where's
Stuttering John
Stuttering
doing?
John?
Did Howard talk about me? Did he write anything about me? Did he think about me? Did he think about me at all?
By the way, if you want to have a laugh, go on Stuttering John's Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Because underneath releases, CDs, you have Stuttering John from One Way Records 94. Everybody's Normal But Me on Razor and Tie Records in 98. Then in 2021, The Dabbler from Disgruntled Ex-Staffer Records. And this year, 2022, Copyrighted Music and Dabbling is coming out.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one. Glad someone